Hello everyone and welcome to another marvelous video. The Boys Season 4 has been some terrific piece of writing, and the fact that it has now deviated so much from the comics makes it even more appealing. Initially, the series made subtle changes, keeping important events intact, but now it has changed pivotal events as well. As the title suggests, in today's video, we will be pointing out differences between The Boys Season 4 and the comics. It would be hard to match the two in timestamps, as there have been events happening within a shorter period of time than in comics. It is highly advisable to watch the video till the end and understand all the differences. So without any further delay, let us begin. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Homelander himself.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Homelander's coup. Homelander's coup was one of the most critical events in the Boys story arc, and it has been astonishingly different in the TV series. In the Boys comics, Homelander alone organized the coup. He never had Sage backing him up with ideas or a shape-shifting assassin to do the job. It was more of an act of brute without much mind games. Homelander asked all the Supes to join him and take over the United States as he went in to kill the President Victor Newman. On the contrary, the TV series introduced a shapeshifter, which gave more depth to the story arc. A shape-shifting assassin would be impossible to stop, and it was a brilliant move by Sage. During the attempt, Homelander was not even close to the scene, which is, again, a major difference from the source material. In the comics, the coup was the last of Homelander, as he was killed at the end of it. Butcher was also present, and as he entered, he saw Homelander playing with the decapitated head of the president. Another major difference with Homelander's coup event was that the president was alive. This is just sheer brilliance in altering the event while paying homage to the comics. Victoria Newman, whose name at least made her the TV series counterpart of Victor Newman, was killed like in the comics, but she wasn't the president. Also, at the end of the coup, the Homelander was defeated and killed, whereas in the TV series, he was victorious.
Firecracker and Sister Sage!
The character of Sage and Firecracker. Sister Sage has been not only a new character in The Boys, but also the pivot of the massive plot twist. She had changed everything for the Seven, and even defeated the Boys at the end of Season 4. As the season came to its end, it was revealed that almost everything had been going according to her. She had a backup for every possible outcome, and the Boys couldn't win in any possible way. It was a complete checkmate. She knew A-Train's betrayal, and used him to lure the Boys to the shapeshifter and get a Starlight lookalike. Fearing the plan won't work, she kept a recorder with the shapeshifter in case things went haywire. Her victory was evident, and now we have the complete opposite of what the comics had to show at the end of Homelander's coup. Homelander emerged victorious, and currently, New York is left at the mercy of the Supes, whereas in the comics, Homelander met his demise during the coup. The entire scenario has deviated, and Sister Sage is sitting at the center of it. Moving on to Firecracker, she's a new character solely created for the TV show, and apart from her brief rise in status in the Seven, she has yet to play any critical role in the plot. However, Kripke is known for giving a good purpose to every character, and we might just see Firecracker play a crucial role in the upcoming season. A-Train's betrayal. A-Train in the TV series is a completely different character from his comic book counterpart. He killed Huey's girlfriend in both the comics and the TV series, but the two A-Trains had completely different reactions. And since then, A-Train from the TV series has emerged as a completely different version from the comics. Jesse T. Usher's A-Train in Season 4 even betrayed Homelander and sided with the Boys, something which is impossible to expect from the comic book version of A-Train. After innumerable insults from Homelander, acute racism, and a hell lot of taunts from his brother, A-Train sought to become a superhero in its real sense. He helped wrongly accuse Starlighters free their charges by handing her the footage of what actually happened. He then risked his life to steal a vial of Compound V from Homelander's secret vault in his absence. That is a lot compared to what the comic books had to say about A-Train. In the pages of the Boys comics, A-Train is an immature jerk, even Homelander is annoyed. Unlike that of the TV series, he was self-centered, insensitive, and also one of the free soups of the Seven who sexually assaulted Starlight. He later made attempts as well, and his miserable life came to an end after Huey kicked his head off his shoulders. Leaving aside character differences, A-Train's betrayal was a big deviation of The Boys Season 4 from the comics. At the end of Season 4, A-Train has gone missing with his family and will likely bring some action in Season 5.
Doing too much. Pull it back.
The new Black Noir. If we are talking about changes in the Boys TV show from the comic, the new Black Noir certainly falls into the list. The character of Black Noir was completely different from the comics, as in the TV series. He's not a clone of Homelander. However, even with that, the first Black Noir had similar traits to the comic book counterpart, starting with the obnoxious silence. However, the new Black Noir is completely different. He talks, hates violence, and can fly, which the comics Black Noir couldn't do. There might be doubts about his ability to fly in the comics since he was a clone of Homelander, but it has never been shown.
Oh, buddy, what am I gonna do with you?
Death of Web Weaver. With Web Weaver, Eric Kripke took the liberty to mock Spider-Man and Web Weaver from the Marvel Universe. Web Weaver in The Boys was a disgraceful character, while in the comics, he was a reserved and useful suit working alone. The TV show made him a junkie siding with anyone who got him drugs. He was the link which helped the boys reach Tech Cave, and he later died a ruthless death in the hands of Homelander. Web Weaver's death, shown in Season 4, is completely different from that of the comics. In the comics, Web Weaver was killed by the Butcher and Mallory even before the boys were officially formed. Fundings from the government were stopped out of fear, and only after Butcher and Mallory killed Web Weaver were they able to display their full potential. Butcher's symbiotic parasite. In the Boys comics, Butcher used V to become super strong, but the TV series could not hold back from making Butcher the ultimate badass boss character. If super strength and shooting lasers from his eyes wasn't enough, the grand finale of Season 4 gave a new, horrifying power to Butcher. His V'd-up tumor has now become a parasite and has made a symbiotic relationship with the host. In the initial episodes of the season, Ezekiel was mysteriously found dead in pieces in the presence of Butcher, something that was kept a mystery until the last episode, where Butcher gave up to the endless rage of killing every soup in the world. His last gamble was getting Ryan back from Homelander, and when that failed, he had no other plans but to put an end to the entire soup population, making a deal with the hallucination of Joe Kessler, who promised to let Butcher use his secret powers. He caught up with the boys and tore Newman into pieces, leaving him with a virus from Frenchie. In the comic book, Butcher was far more ruthless than in the TV series, which was frequently driven by emotions. Apart from that, the TV series had a similar take on the character. Even the hallucinations were a part of Butcher from the comics. But the tentacles bursting out from his chest is just too much. They have made him into a walking monster who would later be a big problem for everyone. Even in the wildest of dreams, one would never think of Butcher from the comics with tentacles. But Eric Kripke is not shying back from incorporating new concepts into the Boys storyline. Marvelous verdict. So we have finally come to the end of the video, and we hope you have liked our content. Season 4 has just ended, and we're eagerly waiting for the last and final season of this thrill ride called, The Boys. Eric has brought the storyline to a point that anything is possible. Questions like, will A-Train return and face off with Homelander? How will the boys regroup? Will be rattling our minds. But we cannot do much but wait for 2026 and witness the madness. Thank you for watching the video till the end, and let us know if there are any other notable differences that you saw. That's it for now, and stay tuned for the next marvelous video. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.